What a roller coaster we've been on over the past several days. We first heard from George, who is a fiance to Amanda. He went on a bachelor party this past weekend. Now, he messaged us and was like, yo, my fiance is laying down some rules for my bachelor party. And
he wanted to know if they were reasonable. And they were things like, the best man's got to check in with me, call me every hour. No shots. No social media after 7. No professional entertainment. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
no,
it just
no
seemed
tattoos,
over the top.
All that. Plus, she apparently needed to check him for marks afterwards. So then, we didn't hear back from George last weekend. Earlier this week, we heard from Amanda, George's fiance.
Yeah, she kind of explained there were some holes in his story a little bit. He left out some background from previous bachelor parties where he had some bad behavior, an arrest, some cheating.
Yeah. And at that point, at the point that she had messaged us, he had completely, and everyone in the bachelor party had ghosted her. Like,
yeah, she hadn't heard from anybody.
No, not a text, not a call, not anything. And so then we were just like, oh, well, maybe we're kind of on Amanda's side here. Like,
yeah, the tides turned a little bit. We went from thinking she was a little cray-cray to going, oh, we get it.
Yeah. So we reached out to George several times to respond to his fiance's message to us. No luck.
He's ghosted us as well.
So then
I'm a little hurt, George. I feel like you broke up with us.
I know. You reached out to us, remember, George?
Exactly.
So then we reached back out to Amanda, his fiance, and she got back with us. And you got the update.
Yeah. Hey, Ben and Kelly. Yes, George did come home. And he has been intentionally ignoring your attempts to get a hold of him.
What? What? Come on.
I'm hurt.
Come on.
I am hurt. We are here because of him.
Right.
We are in this spot, this place right now.
Oh, my gosh.
He seems to be a bit upset at me and the entire situation.
Again, he reached out to us.
Yes, he is angry that I aired out our dirty laundry on your show.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, the one where he contacted us first.
Right.
I reminded him that he was the first to contact you, and I would have no reason to air any laundry if he wouldn't have contacted you to begin with.
Thank you.
It would seem that logic is not an area of strength for him. As far as the ghosting and not hearing from him all weekend, he of course had that in his head as well.
What? Wait. What happened?
He said he thought it was unfair and unreasonable for me to insist on anything when it came to his weekend.
Ooh.
He reminded me that I had my own bachelorette weekend with no limitations, and I laughed because there was no partying or entertainment at mine. My girlfriends and I went to a winery and a spa. He didn't seem to care and told me that was my choice. And the point of this weekend, was to get it all out of your system one last time.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
So I asked him what exactly he had to get out of his system. And he said that it was none of my business.
Oh.
And that all that should matter was if I trust him.
Oh, my gosh.
He said if I couldn't trust him, I shouldn't be marrying him.
Uh-huh.
That was the only thing he said all day that I agreed with.
Oh, wow.
And now I have a lot of thinking to do.
Do you?
So thank you for the help here. Sometimes it's harder to talk to people you know about your issues. Not that I don't know you all. I'm a longtime listener, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Thanks for clarifying. I don't know if you do need to be thinking about it a lot. It sounds like you and he are not on the same page.
No.
Not at all.
And I'm sorry, but his philosophy of, anything goes and I've got to get everything out of my system, but that it's none of your business. Nope. That's not an acceptable answer. And then you say, well, do you trust me? Well, you gave me a reason in your past to not.
Yeah, and then your actions now are throwing up big red
Real
flags.
sketchy.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I think this is, man. You said you have a lot of thinking to do, Amanda. I think, and we saw this coming even with your last update. I don't think you make it to the altar. Like, you've got,
at the very least, we should hit pause.
yeah, hit pause on this and just say, hey,
At the very least.
let's not get married in a couple weeks. Okay, let's just figure us out a little bit more. Give us a little bit more time, because we're not on the same page, apparently.
No, Amber, Brittany, Kimberly, all rolling in on text line. He's gaslighting her. They will end up in divorce. I'm going to need her to turn into a track star. Run, girl, run.
Yeah. And I think we are very quick to say, break up with him, run. But
I know it's easier said, than done for us, because we don't have the feelings invested. We don't have the history that they have together.
So I think that's what you need to do. I don't think that this is a situation where, if you continue on with a wedding in 2 weeks, and look, I'm not an expert, I just have an opinion, but if you continue on with a wedding in 2 weeks, you guys are not on the same page with each other, and that's not a good thing.
I don't think this kind of behavior, garners the trust that needs to be there between a husband and a wife.
Right.
He's clearly, just acting like he's keeping things from her. And I don't know how you successfully start a marriage with that kind of philosophy on his end.
All right. Well, Amanda, we wish you well. And
yeah, Jessica points out his behavior now tells me he's not truly sorry or remorseful for the issues in the past, and sounds like he'd do it again. I'd definitely reconsider this. Yeah,
I hate it when you hear the whole, well, don't you trust me?
Well, yeah.
Like,
that
after
has to be earned, especially when you violated it in the past.
Right. So, okay. Well, Amanda, hey, good luck. Sorry, these are uncomfortable conversations for sure, and we wish you well, and we wish George well. Maybe you guys can hit pause and figure each other out. And
sometimes you need to hear it from complete strangers, because we don't, we can see things from a different lens than you can.
Yeah. All right. Well, Amanda, keep us posted.